Okay, what I'm going to show you is a tutorial on how you can quiet down old window air conditioner units when they're vibrating and it seems like they're rumbling in the window or in the wall. Between these studs and these rubber mounts is a sleeve. And the sleeve, if the unit doesn't have a drain hole like this one did not have a drain hole, the rust expands and forces rust flakes between this sleeve and the rubber mount, couples it into the stud, which couples it into the chassis, and then couples it into the window or the wall. It's not a very difficult problem to fix, but it does take a little bit of force, I think, sometimes to get these out. So first thing you want to do is you want to loosen these push nuts on top. There's usually 3 or 4 of them. They're not screwed down with any considerable amount of force. All these do is they prevent the compressor from falling if the unit's held upside down. It's really only for shipping purposes. And what the sleeve does is it prevents this nut from bottoming down on the rubber insulator. You can already start to see what the issue is on 2 of them, or 1 of them. The second one's probably going to look even worse because the washer and the nut are rustier. Once I get these off, I will zoom in. Okay. So I think we're going to probably have a little bit of a tough time. Come on, focus, getting these out. Get the one on the other side as well. Last couple units I took apart, this was the one that was the most screwed up. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Sorry my camera work isn't the greatest. I'm just some random dude. I'm not a YouTuber. Sometimes I get in the way. The other thing I'm going to do, actually that one looks the best, interestingly enough, but we also don't know what the bottom of them look like. What I like to do is I like to spray a little bit of silicone spray in between the rubber mount and this sleeve, and that'll help loosen it up a little bit for the inevitable. I guess we'll try to pull this one out first. You're going to need a set of needle nose pliers to pull them out. See what we get. So this one looks pretty normal. Come on, where are you? Alright, this is obviously not working. Zoom out. This one looks pretty much okay. In fact, I would even reuse this after scraping some of the crust off of it. This unit was vibrating really bad. Probably one of the worst cases I've encountered. That's actually the only reason it stopped being used. This one seemed like it was vibrating the worst when I put my finger over it while it was running. This one wasn't as bad. One of the things that you can do to make this a little bit easier is you can put a pick tool, kind of scrape around between the sleeve and the rubber mount. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that's not moving. And that one's, wow, that one's really stuck. Takes some patience. Wanna, wow, kind of get in there with a pick. Probably gonna scrape out a bunch of crusty junk out of there. Yeah, this is not even going all the way down. This video may end up being a half an hour long. I have no idea how difficult this is going to be. Silicone spray is a good choice because it's gentle on rubber. Okay, let's see what that does. Wow! I may actually have to use a vice grip on this. This is bad. This is really bad. Wow, it's lifting the compressor up. Let's see if this one's any better. Okay. And obviously you want to be careful when you do this that you don't punch the condenser coil or anything stupid like that. Or pierce a hole in the line, because then your unit's garbage. This is bad. This is really bad. Wow. This might be the two worst I've ever encountered. Oh, it's going. Wow, I can't even twist this one at all. That means it's rusted to the base pan. Well, try a flat blade screwdriver, maybe that'll help. Come on. This is a very annoying and time-consuming affair. If you really wanted to, after you get them out, you could take them out and leave them out, as long as you don't store the unit on its back or upside down or anything like that. But you could also get new ones from McMaster, if you know what the dimensions are. Oh boy! Ah! And yes, I'm wearing socks with sandals. I don't care, and neither should you. I know it looks stupid. Oh boy. Spray a little more oil in there. This is unbelievable. They will come out eventually. I've done it. But boy, oh boy, are these putting up one heck of a fight here. Okay. There we go. Look at that. That's a mess. That is bad. That is really bad. So you can see this thing got a lot fatter. And there's a bunch of junk inside of the rubber mount. In fact, I actually had to press down on... Can't see my hand. I actually had to press down on the top of the compressor while I was prying on that thing. I can't even imagine how bad this one must be. There's nothing but rusty flakes coming out of here. Hope you could see that. Wow. Looks like Cocoa Krispies. Or chocolate cake powder, or... Oh, good heavens, this is going to be a nightmare. Oh, it goes without saying that this is a million times easier if you've taken the rest of the air conditioner apart first. Oh, looks like chocolate milk is coming out of there when the oil sprays in. Let's see what we got. Pushing out on the top of the compressor. Holy moly. Now this side you really gotta watch because this is where the capillary tube is. Oh boy. Wow. Well, I may have to keep massaging this with the screwdriver. There we go. This is unbelievably bad. The pick tool seems to be helping. Let's try again. I'm actually prying down on the chassis. I can't believe this. Wow. What are we at, 13 minutes now? I probably spent 9 minutes on this one spacer. Can't even get the pick in some spots. Wow. There we go. Wow. Look at that. That is unbelievable. Wow. And you just know that the void between the two is full of nothing but junk. That's ridiculous. Look how much material is missing from this thing. Well, I guess that's a wrap. Unless by some miracle we can see inside of here. Let's see. Yeah, that's all full of flakes and junk. This one doesn't look too bad. And the other one was totally normal. Thanks a lot for watching.